I was so dumb, but I hopped on a plane, almost drove right back to the 541. Shitty U-turn on the freeway, you turn me from a fiend to a way to you fun. I can wait in the sun for a little, but it's been real gray, and tonight it's a nice C1. I can wait in the cold for a while, if the reasons are plenty, but right now
what do you know about the Fluid Master Ballcock Ass Pro Series?
The what?
The Fluid Master Ballcock Ass Pro Series. What you know about
I gotta be honest. I don't know anything.
Not a lot.
No one's just not even,
Huckleberry,
not registering.
Huckleberry had a
that sicko? Yeah.
he had a leak
Sick fuck.
a quote unquote leak fixed in his toilet. Nobody knows how the leak got there, but part of the charges on his bill were a Fluid Master Ballcock Ass Pro Series.
Wow.
What was it? $18 too?
$18.25.
$18.25.
The markup. It's the markup from the tariffs. That's what it is. Yeah.
$17.38.
That used to be $14, $15. Trump's America, am I right?
Well, speaking about like petty grievances about like monetary stuff.
Love it.
Sitting at my kid's game tonight.
Yes, sir.
Get an email or a text. Same time my wife. Hey,
my wife.
Are you in London? And did you spend $6.01? And I immediately went, I will never be in London because that's just Florence with a big clock. But so I went, no, not me. And they're like, all right, cool. We're shutting your shit down for 3 weeks. Oh,
yeah.
Cool. I can't wait.
Wait,
awesome.
Who is shutting what down?
The bank.
Oh, so your card got used in the UK for $6. Fun.
Yeah.
So you don't have a card to use for 3
No,
weeks?
I mean I have a credit union that we have money in and credit cards, but so it'll be fine. But it's just like, what the hell? 18 to 21 days. That seems a little extreme.
Yeah, it kind of does.
I can't just walk down the street, drive down the road, and sort this out with you because I'm clearly not in the UK.
I think are they going to give you like a new card? Is that the process? Because the other people, they have your numbers, and so that's annoying. By the way, if you have that on like auto pay for anything, or
auto pay is the worst.
That sucks.
Yeah,
you're gonna.
I just had that happen to me a couple weeks ago. For someone tried to charge something for 3 cents. It's sad to be enough where like, oh, they're trying to bait you like, oh, if this goes through, we're gold. They don't got any, like anyone keep an eye on this account. Yeah. But you got to go down there, new card.
Yeah. That's what
auto pays. That's pain in the ass.
That's kind of what it was. It's like probably Monday, something like that. There was a charge for 1 cent. Then I woke up the next morning and it was reversed. And I was like, oh, okay. And then this one for $6.01. They're just trying to fucking bait you so you don't notice. Bullshit.
Damn,
terrible.
Makes me want to go check my accounts and shit. That's wild. I forget what I was just listening to this on, where like people try to scam older folks and they say they act like people who are in their family. They're like, they act like they're in-laws or something like that. And they call and they're like, hey, I'm stuck in the UK. I need money to get bailed out. This is all wrong, but if you give me the money, I'll go down to the embassy and then I'll get this all taken care of. And you wire them money, and then obviously it's a fake person and you never hear from them again. It all starts in England, guys. I think that's the takeaway here.
I mean, well, here's the real question. I mean, we are not older than the demographic that they're trying to use that scam on. Do you guys ever answer a call with a number that you don't have in your phone?
I do.
Nope.
I do.
Yeah. You do?
Yep. I answer. I mean, I know what's coming, but I answer. I get a lot of them ask for somebody else's name, and I'm like, nope, you have the wrong number, and they're like, okay, and then hang up, and that's it. So I don't know if those are scams or if those are
like a scam to me.
I get them all the fucking time. It's the weirdest thing. So
King, have you been going around to bathrooms writing Braga's name in the stalls for people looking for a good time?
Dude, if they were those calls,
I plead the fifth.
If they were those calls, I'd be stoked. I'm always looking for a good time. Yeah, no, none of that. All right, sports, I guess. No, I can't think of any. Before that, welcome to the podcast, Alex King Ski. Tweet at one of us or something if you'd like. Follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/abrog87. Still haven't changed the name yet. ABRAWG87. I'm probably going to change it to TSB Pod here soon. So if you're listening to this and you hear that, like, just look for both of them, whatever. Hit follow. Join our Discord, Sports Brewery and Discord. That's where you can give us our list ideas, our movie suggestions. Speaking of which, we do a movie podcast every Sunday, and this Sunday's is The Accountant. It is my movie. The Accountant is currently on Prime. Hadn't seen it before. And so, yeah.
So I have not watched this movie yet because today is Thursday and we review it on Sunday.
Of course.
But when I looked it up to make sure it was on Prime, those fucking liars, they told me it was the 9th most trending movie in America that day. Liars.
It's possible because The Accountant 2 does come out in like 3 weeks, so maybe
they just announced The Accountant 2 is coming out. Yeah.
No. I appreciate you shilling for Amazon because Bezos really needs it, but
all the trending stuff is
I'm big Bezos.
All the trending stuff is completely flawed. It's Doge putting out their info. It's like, oh, what do we need to promote here? Where do we spend a lot of money?
Exactly.
What do we need more views on?
How would I fact check that? I can't.
Impossible.
Yeah, it's impossible.
I love this. We're taking down big algorithm, like big algorithm pushing their agendas on us. I'm not here for it. Not here for it, Jeff. Sorry. Yeah. So we're also on all the social medias, TSB Pod on all of those things. And if you miss our streams that we do every Thursday, you can watch those on YouTube. I post them there. So search for Sports Brewery on the stuff, on the things. But yeah.
Or don't.
I saw it was actually funny. I picked The Accountant and then saw that the second one got announced after I picked it, which it's like totally a coincidence. So kind of worked.
Tastemaker right here.
Yeah, that's
real coincidence there, Braga. Just like those algorithms, right? Mm-hmm. Just like those algorithms.
Hey, trendsetter. I create the algorithm. I am the algorithm. Goddamn right.
Is there an athlete nicknamed the algorithm yet? Do athletes even get nicknames anymore? Like
me.
In the 90s?
It's me. I am him. Yes. Because I'm an athlete.
Do you guys know who Al Golden is?
The coach?
The coach?
Yeah, the coach.
Yeah.
He's a DC at Notre Dame. Now he's with the Bengals.
Yeah.
If he was born at a different time, his nickname would be the Algo. Al Golden. Yes, he would be the Algo. If I was a Bengals fan, I would call his defense the Algo. Trademark it. Copyright it. Yeah. Printing shirts.
Think of the marketing.
Going down to Kentucky and selling that shit because that's where Cincinnati is. And yeah, the Algo.
Is he the DC? Is that what you said?
He is, yeah.
He is? All right. Yeah, well. Yeah.
Got that
Start selling it.
Got that Algo rhythm. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect. T-shirts sell themselves. How was speaking of the baseball, how was the Bend trip? How'd that go?
Nah, it was fine.
Uneventful? Okay.
It was stupid.
Well, how was did you get tetanus? Like how's the stadium? Like everything all good?
The stadium is funny because on like in the bowels of the stadium, they still have like banners from like 2006 being like, ha ha ha, these players don't get paid, basically. Like they get paid in cheers. Like, but like ha ha ha, laugh at them. Like, my God.
It's fucked up.
It's fucked up. This is so long ago. Why are these flags still up? Why are these banners still up? Making fun of these guys. But yeah, I mean, for what it is, it's a nice stadium. You know, the Bat Bros hit there, and if you actually look at left field it was pretty clear. I don't know what mountains those are. The Three Sisters? I don't fucking know. You can see them. It's. I wouldn't say majestic because they're a little far away. But it's pretty. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, it was stupid. I thought we were going to a full-blown tournament, and the tournament was basically we drive there and play 3 teams from Bent.
Great tournament.
And your kid pitches the entire game every game. Your kid is Daisuke Matsuzaka.
I will say that, yeah. The season has been about 2.5 weeks long, and he pitches 1 game a week because there are pitch counts, and they pretty much ride him, the entire way. So, you know,
hey,
it is what it is. And like I posted, that ump, my kid, hey, his velo not up to notch. I got him doing arm stuff. Got him on the bands,
long
toss, you know. But his Uncle Charlie, man, that shit is 12-6.
Woo.
And if you got an ump who's a little lenient, he's got an easy day.
Hey, man, if it's going like this and it touches the zone at all, that's a strike, bud. That's a strike. That's awesome. Well, cool. Always looking for an excuse to go to Bend, you know.
I shouldn't leave this out. And then I went to the Washington.
Oh, how was it?
It was fantastic. I felt a little bad because when you go to those little tournament things, you kind of intermittently eat over like the 8 hours. So like I wasn't really that hungry. So that's why like in the picture I posted, I just got the 2 little sliders for myself.
They look like
but
the
it was
bomb.
fantastic. Sliders. Yep. Like the In-N-Out version of animal style fries. Much better than In-N-Out because In-N-Out punts on fries.
Worst fries ever.
The donuts. Yeah. No, it was very good. Very good.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Shout out to Chef Duck.
Yep, Chef Duck. Absolutely. Well, cool. All right.
Yeah. And it was nice to just see the sun.
Oh, the sun. What's that?
Oh,
yeah, God.
Just see the sun for an entire day. It's like, oh my God. These people live in a space where
this is like a regular
they
thing?
just see this. Yeah. They just see this yellow orb. Like, what the fuck? But hey,
would you take the intermittent snow in end of March with the days of sun?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Clear and cold, I'm completely fine with. The gray soup is what gets me because then I'm like, I got no sense of direction. You know, if it's clear and cold, I at least can see the sun. I can see the moon. I got a general where I am.
Your bearings down. You know.
Yeah, like in the Willamette Valley winters, I'm roaming aimlessly for like 172 days in a row. Like, am I going north? Am I going south? Where am I? Oh, it's a whole thing.
I tend to need to know my direction. I'm heading.
Well, I mean, you gotta pelt some beavers. Okay. You know, like just very Oregon Trail type stuff. You know,
you just got to fight off dysentery, and you're good.
I forget if I've talked about it on this because I've been telling like literally everybody else. Like you all know me. Like I am not somebody who like cares about the rain. Really, it's not a problem for me. Like look at me. I'm not built for the sun. I'm fucking over this. Like I'm over it. I'm over it being cold. Like because even when it's sunny now in Eugene, it is cold, and I'm tired of it. Like I would like to feel warmth. Like I'm done with it. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what it is? I got a taste of it. I got a taste of the warmth going somewhere else. And I came back, and I'm like, you know what? This sucks. Like I'm tired. I'm tired of this shit.
You got a taste of that high life, man.
You did.
I did.
You did.
I absolutely did. I'm so over this. Like, I don't know if in August when it's like 100 degrees or whatever, if I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, I didn't mean this, but
no,
I don't know, dude.
but like, it's so you guys know my take on bad weather. I don't really like it, but I understand it. It's important.
Keeps Oregon the holiday. Green. Yeah,
I will give the holiday seasons away to adverse weather because there's a certain charm. Just, Thanksgiving Day with a little crispness in the air, Christmas time. Oh, is it going to be a white Christmas? Got it.
No, it's not.
But what I hate, what I loathe is the people this time of year that are just like, oh, I wish it could be rainy all year. I just love the rain. Oh, this mist. It's so majestic. It's magical. It takes me back to a place in Terabithia where it's, no. Like it's April. Like we can start singing that. No, I just love wearing a third layer and a scarf in May. If I could wear mittens in August, it would just be the knees. No, that's weird. You're weird. Like we have seasons. It's time for that season to leave.
This one is over. Move on.
I'm not asking for 100. I'm not asking for 90. I'm not asking for 80. Give me 60.
All I'm
70. And sunny.
Nice.
That's all I want.
All I'm asking for. That's all. I'm asking for sun and 60s right now. That's it. I don't. We're in April.
I just wish it was rainy and misty all year so I could never go outside and meet another person I like to knit. Yeah, I got it, Eugene resident. Like, it's love when it's rainy. They sit in the windowsill all day. Yeah, I got it. You're weird. You have no friends. Yeah. Like you haven't talked to a person outside of a Zoom call in 7 years. Yeah. I understand. Yeah. Leave us alone. Your time is over. Your time is over.
I think the best time is like the end of spring where, like you said, it gets into like 75 degrees. But guess what? At night, it's back down in the 40s. Because
that's fine.
I enjoy the sun. I enjoy the sun. I enjoy being outside. But when it's in the heat of the summer and it's 76 degrees outside and it's 10:30 at night,
oh, I love that.
Miss me on that.
That is the fucking worst.
Oh,
yeah, 70s.
I put my nose right up to the concrete when it's that hot. Just go. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. It smells amazing.
I'm smelling that hot dust. Give me that hot dirt.
Yeah,
not hot enough where that tar remnants start to burn off and.
As a kid, I like going to the gas station because I like the smell of gas. Yeah. As an adult, I will go out of my way to see someone, the city repaving a spot on the road so I can smell that hot black concrete under the 97-degree sizzling sky.
Ooh, that hot tar. Yeah.
Oh.
I would go live in a Les Schwab. See, I'm gas. Miss me with gas. Give me some fucking tire smell.
Tires and popcorn combined.
Yeah, tires and stale coffee.
Yes, sir. Man,
every now and then you get a whiff of some Copenhagen from some employee that's walking by.
Absolutely.
Or a marb, a little remnant of a marb he just killed.
Yeah. I
don't... A little marb silver because he's trying to quit.
Yeah, he's trying to quit.
He's trying to quit.
You can't be smoking around all those cars, man. It's bad for business. Yeah.
Yeah.
I disagree, Ski. And again, you know me. 90, like 80s and 90s is bad at 10:30. 70s is great. That's great.
That's 70s.
Great. You can turn a fan on. That shit you just throw your covers off, turn a fan on. That shit is fantastic.
That's how hot I want it to be at the hottest time of the day is like mid 70s. 75.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Let's just do mid 70s like day and night. Let's just make it that. Let's just do that.
We could somehow just be San Diego.
Yes. That's it. Oregon, just be San Diego. There you go.
just a little marine layer until about 8:30 in the morning.
There you go.
and it's gone.
That smell.
About 50 years,
Yeah.
it just might be.
Smell from the water that comes up from Mexico. Like, give me all that, man. You know. Speaking of Eugene,
that sweet smell of reciprocal tariffs. Oh, buddy.
God, I love the smell of my taxes going up in the morning. Speaking of which, I went to the Lane Event Center this afternoon because they had a little thing where they presented what they're planning for the Lane Event Center moving forward.
You're like a real like community member.
I got invited. I got invited to it, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? And so I saw what they're planning for initial planning stages. They're gathering community input at this point. But you know what it doesn't include? A baseball stadium. Sure doesn't. Tell me
what it is so I could start a campaign against it.
So
like
here's my takeaways. So you know the buildings that have the livestock and whatnot. So
sure.
those are apparently falling apart to the point where they are going to need to be torn down either way. So those are not going to exist moving forward. And so part of the proposal is them rebuilding that in like a different building. I don't think that should exist. Like, apparently they have like educational things for kids there, but that shit is so outdated.
Where are the poor 4-H kids supposed to go, Braga? Come on.
So
this guy hates rural America.
So I have a question about that. Like, King, you got 2 kids. Have either of them gone to the Lane Event Center to learn about fucking livestock? I've never even fucking heard of that. I didn't do it. My kids never done it. Like, no. So who is going down there to learn about livestock?
Cresswell, Cottage Grove.
Don't they have livestock
Thurston.
in those communities already that they can just go and look at? Like,
not a centralized one. You gotta look big picture, man.
That's it. Yeah, no. That should be the epicenter of our community, is a place for everybody to learn about livestock. Totally.
Well, like the thing about like 4-H stuff is, okay, you raise a horse, right? Like I'm talking big livestock, and you make it, do its thing or whatever you do.
Prance.
But like the 4-H stuff I don't get is when you walk by 70 rows of rabbits.
Yeah. Well, like during the fair, like that's their big thing.
But you'll see 4-H stuff like ribbons. It's like, what is special about this animal? Because they're literally they're known for just over reproducing. So what makes that one more special than that one, or the 70 on that side and the 90 on that side and the 150 on the other side? What makes that rabbit so special? You didn't do anything. Like,
selective breeding, that's a thing.
So they make it with floppy ears?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Is that like eugenics? Like, are we celebrating eugenics at the 4-H fair?
It's like horse racing. You're trying to find the best breed that runs fast. For them, I guess it's
like a dog show, right?
Have the best coat. I don't know what the parameters for showing off rabbits are.
Or like even worse, the poultry aisle through the 4-H thing at the fair.
Oh, all those things.
Hey man,
fine.
Like I
want to say though, like, I fully acknowledge not everything's for me, and like not everything is tailored towards me. There are things that I don't like that are popular, and that's okay. I just don't see the value in it. Like who like nobody goes, like if the value for this in our community is for kids to learn about livestock and raising animals and all of these things, then why the hell don't I ever hear about kids going there? Like are they not doing deals with schools? Like during the year, are those animals there? Or are they only there during the fair? Like, again,
only during the fair.
So what's the point of those buildings? Like, I don't get it.
I think you just finally clicked there, Braga, because that's the same shit that all those fucking idiots were saying about the baseball field getting built there. It's like, I don't use it. Why do I need it? Why do we do this in our community?
So is that the investment in the community? Is that the same level as the baseball stadium?
Well, now it's just spite and fuck them. Yeah. So anything anyone tries to build there that's not a baseball field, fuck them. Fuck the kids.
Like a baseball bat on Jazz Chisholm's hand. Torpedo it.
Yep.
So what else I saw too was like proposals for multi-use sports facilities, which cool. Like, I mean, those will get used by kids sports.
Was this the indoor running facility?
The indoor track facility, yes.
Yeah, I didn't see that was not specifically named. It just said multi-use sports facility, which I think would be good. Like if you have basketball courts, volleyball courts, whatever. I think that would be fine. I mean,
did they let you propose anything, or they kind of just said, "Here's all right, proposal: expand the lane ice rink there. Then we could have like big old curling, whatever courts, whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah.
On top of an actual decent hockey rink and skating for
that
the kids.
That was one of them, was to like expand the ice rink. So like they would have to come up with the funding for that themselves. So that's sort of the weird thing about the Lane Event Center too, is it's like segregated out by these different entities that have to fund themselves. So like the museum is still there and they have to fund, like they're looking for a new facility, but if they're going to do that, they have to fund it themselves. So it's not like the Lane Event Center houses all, like they house all of these things. It's on their property, but they're not actually paying for the things to get built, which is weird because there's like a hotel proposal on part of them, on one of them too, and it's like that makes sense if you have like a multi-use sports thing where you're hosting state events where people are coming from out of town, and the convention center
not hosting any state
the convention center always hosts like fairs and stuff where vendors come in, and that's a place where they could stay or whatever. But it's like a hotel at the fairgrounds is not going to be a place anywhere is going to go outside of
there.
That. Nobody is staying there. Exactly.
I mean, if I want to stay at a place, I want to be within walking distance of the Washington Jefferson Street Bridge there. I mean,
you're preaching to the choir there. I grew up there, man. Like I need to be able to go to Underbridge and buy heroin.
And like I said, play a game of hoops.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Horseshoes.
Horseshoes too.
Play a game of horseshoes. The two H's, horseshoes and heroin. That's what I need when I go to Eugene. Yep. Yeah. So. Yeah, WCP. The hotel people are the ones who are responsible for the M's leaving.
Fuck them.
Yeah, totally. Like traveling.
I will grassroots the
County
fuck out of them.
Yep.
Those pieces of shit.
It was interesting because you were to sign in when you went there too, and it was interesting seeing some of the names. Like I don't know them just by looking at them, but it was interesting seeing some of the names that I recognized from like the different organizations in the city who like had gone and checked it out and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's a bummer. Like one of the there was this last line where it was like, do you have any other thoughts you'd like to express? And I literally put, build a baseball stadium. And I
that one that could house a minor league baseball team.
I dropped it in there. Yeah. So.
You did your part, sounds like.
I did my part. Yeah. So anyway. That's it.
Some good, great local news there, Braga.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Great tent for our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys want to talk about that?
Was Matt Templeman there?
I did not see Matt Templeman.
Oh, God.
Or who's the other guy who has like the really good hair? Dan something. Blanking. He's like a silver fox now, man. He's got like the silver beard. And he used to be like a TV anchor guy too. It might not. Yeah, I might be messing his name up. Anyway, who cares? Whatever. You want to talk about that chalk ass Final Four? Any thoughts on that? No. Okay.
Nope. Just I was deceived, and I think it's bullshit that Duke could trick me into thinking Cooper Flagg was
injured
on his deathbed, and he He was fucking fine.
Didn't miss a minute.
You might be more healthy with that extra week off.
Yeah, it's bullshit. So that's my only comment. There was Tennessee. Woof. 15 points in the first half.
Bad.
Way to go.
You're bad.
Yeah, not great. Not great.
By the way,
hey, Dana, offense is good.
WCP, Rick Dancer. Thank you. That's who I was talking about. Rick
Dancer?
Rick Dancer was not there. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Are you familiar with Rick Dancer currently?
No. What's going on? Did I miss a scandal?
I mean, not a scandal, but
is he problematic?
Okay. He moved to Idaho, and now he's in Montana to escape tyranny of the Pacific Northwest. And he runs a daily vlog, and he's
is he part of a militia now?
No, he's not. No. But he's like the annoying right-wing guy where he's like, listen, guys, I'm not sure if these tariffs are going to work, but we just got to listen to them and try them out. And Kate Brown, it's like, dude, you haven't lived here for Rick Dancer is look him up. So no, I think I mentioned this 3 weeks ago, maybe, about haircuts, where with white guys with fades, you go from really good fade to problematic. He's jumped that his haircut is problematic, fascist, Nazi adjacent as hell. It's insane. He's full in on it. If you ever drive out to Thurston, once you get by the Weyerhaeuser plant, I think it's Chris Dental. They always have a back the blue with the Jesus quote billboard. It changes all the time. It's always sponsored by Rick Dancer. Sometimes its face is on it.
Yeah, Booble says in the chat that he paid all the fines for the restaurants who refused to close during COVID too.
Yeah.
I was not aware of that. By the way, I've met him a few times, in working in radio, and he is a grifter. He has always been a grifter. So this does not surprise me whatsoever. He will go where the money is, no matter fucking what, and he will take advantage of people. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Wow, we are very, very local in our podcast today. This is weird. Yeah.
Keeping this real tight to the community.
You're talking about, you think Chris Dental is a local topic? Well, that's a town away. That's over in Springfield.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's almost another.
I mean, the Lane Event Center, that's pushing West Eugene all the way heading east, man.
Softball, number 6 in the country. Big Ping.
They're pretty damn good.
They're pretty damn good.
They're pretty damn good.
They're 32-3. They just won a series with Rutgers, a 2-game series with Rutgers. What was it? It was 41. No, it was 41-3 in 2 games. I think it was. Yeah, 41-3 in 2 games is pretty good. I know Rutgers is Rutgers, but
we talked about how the jump to the Big Ten for the baseball team was a good thing.
Yeah.
But my God, the softball team.
Holy shit.
That jump to that conference now. Woof, man.
God, yeah, man.
It's not
if you thought baseball in the Midwest was bad, softball.
Yeah.
Woof. Zero effort. All they got to do is beat UCLA now, and that's it. It's pretty nice. Baseball, by the way, struggling. So they've lost 3 in a row.
No. They beat Portland last. Oh no, they lost.
No, they lost.
They lost. You're right.
They lost
right.
to Portland.
They were up and they lost. Oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah. Jeez. They lost 2 to Ohio State, who is really bad, and then they just lost to Portland yesterday. So.
Oh, that Portland loss was brutal. Yeah.
No, they're bad. Yeah.
Yeah, they're bad. Well, their pitching stinks. Their pitching stinks.
They dropped.
I'm not sure.
So they got that going for them.
Yeah, they're gonna mash, and when the weather gets a little bit better, they'll mash even more. I mean, the crazy thing about baseball is hosting that first regional is so important, but the margin for error is so small. Like it is. This time last week, Oregon was a lock to host the first round. Nope, gone. They got to go on they got to win 9 out of 10 to get back in that, because they're not going to have many quality wins. They're not gone, evaporated. They lost 2 games to 0-7 Ohio State, and then a game yesterday at Portland, who was 11-20. God,
which is crazy especially of all sports. Like baseball, we think the bigs. It's like
the longest season.
You could dump 7 in a row, and it's like, all right, just have one good month, and you're right back in it. And then even in college football now, we're like, oh, lose a game, lose 2 games. If you're Oregon, you're still probably making the playoffs.
Yeah, lose at home to Northern Illinois.
Yeah,
host a playoff game. Yeah.
And now you're like, oh, you had a tough week. You had one bad week where you dumped 3 of 4 games. Oh, you're almost out of hosting now.
Yeah, and all of them were close losses. It's not like you were losing 12-1. They're all bullpen gaffes and blah blah blah. And yeah, poof's gone. So
and it's gone.
There you go.
Yep. Well, we'll sticking with Oregon sports. Jadrian Tracy hitting the portal. All of a sudden with Bittle going to the NBA.
Yeah, that's big.
Ooh. That roster right now is, I saw they added someone who averaged 4 points a game, which
at Texas, whatever.
Yeah. But now we're start looking at the roster for next year. It's oof.
I mean, I think Bittle will come back just because I don't think he's going to get a first round guarantee. So,
well, does he get drafted?
But second round is no guarantees. I think he comes back. Tracy's gone because. So you have to approach this not trying to sound like an old fuddy-duddy, and I kind of get that. I have really no problem with NIL. I know a lot of what they make is made up bullshit and frivolous stuff, and you walk into a Kendall auto dealer and all of a sudden you've obligated yourself for 12 months of payments. Okay, whatever. But the portal unlimited auto transfer thing, I don't lay asleep or I can't. It's not like I can't fall asleep thinking about it. But I think that is an issue in a way because with college basketball, we've known forever. Once they re-implemented it, however 20 some years ago, the top guys you get in the Cooper Flag business as a Duke fan, you got him for 9 months. What Rutgers did with Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper, you know what you're getting into. What USC did last year, Bronny James and the other guy who's actually good and got drafted, I can't remember his name. You understand those guys are 1 year. But when you have the middle 60% of dudes who are kind of interchangeable pieces, but can just transfer at a whim because another school is oh yeah, here's $75,000 more, even though you're just going to score 6 points. But that could be your 3rd or 4th year in the program you're leaving, and you could be an important starter to it. I think that's the thing. I don't begrudge him. I don't begrudge any of them. Go get the money. But to me, there is a part of that where I'm I don't know, man. Part of the charm of sports isn't just liking the best guys. It's liking the guys that you have just been around forever. Everyone has that random, just the glue guys. You just like the glue guys. As a Chiefs fan, first play of the Super Bowl, Juju Smith-Schuster catches the pass. I celebrated. Why? Because I know Juju Smith-Schuster is bad, and that was going to be his only catch of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Only catch of the game. And trust me, it was. but there's just something about those guys that just can just leave that I think for the non-hardcore people, it does create a disconnect. And I know that sounds old and dusty, and I don't want it to because I support most of what they're doing. I just think those guys, I'm just totally making up a school. Jadrian Tracy goes to Virginia Tech next year for $470,000 instead of $350,000, right? Great for him. He's still not going to the NBA. He's not going to have a connection. It's just good for him.
That's why you get that extra money, I guess, while you can.
No, absolutely. Like I said, it's good for the players. I don't think it's good for the overall ethos of the sport. I could be wrong, and I could just be old.
Well, I'm with you. I think college basketball needs to implement, I'm not sure how they could do it, but where you can only transfer once. Because basketball is so easy. You could go into any program and immediately be a part of the be a player that, contributes. Football's tough, different play caller, different styles. It's a harder sport just to, bounce to 3 or 4 teams in your 5-year college career. Basketball, you can pick up your bag and you're on another team and you're playing, and it's not that much different.
If I could fix college basketball on that level, I would say you get 2 free transfers. One if a coach leaves, and then one just because whatever. Just because whatever. You want that extra $100,000. That's only 2.
Time, potentially.
Or you want playing time. Yeah. But the guys that have played for 3, 4, 5, 6, just.
Well, we're seeing all those guys that are getting their 7th year of eligibility now. There's
but that's coming to an end. In fairness,
you could transfer their 4th or 5th team now. It's start getting to a point where it's come on, let's.
And this sounds I don't know, disingenuous, dumb coming from an Oregon fan because we just watched Dylan Gabriel in his 6th year 3rd team. But when I watch Auburn, I watch Auburn on Saturday or Sunday, whatever day that was, and that Johnny Broom guy came out, right? I had no idea what happened. I just turned it on, and they're talking about Willis Reed moment, because he hyperextended his elbow. I thought it was an ankle thing, but I'm like, dude, you're 26 and bullying guys in the post, in college, It's time for. I know you're 26 and you've been to 4 schools. We can flush these guys out now. It's time.
With NIL now, though, he'll probably make more money in this year at Auburn than he would playing in Europe.
Absolutely, 100%.
I see the reason.
And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
And I think what
it honestly makes the league better. If better players stick around for 6 years, it should make the product better, right?
Maybe.
If they're with the same team, that's kind of the thing.
It goes both ways. Because teams lose guys over and over again, but they also gain guys over and over again. So it's a benefit and it's a loss as well. So WCP mentions what I was thinking as well, and it feels like the next logical step for this is going to be unionization and collective bargaining. And
I thought we're busting unions now.
And I think, and I think as part of that, I don't know when this eventually happens. He's probably not going to be president anymore, so we'll see. But as I think
that third term's
coming, baby. he owns the courts. He can do whatever he wants.
2028.
Yep. But as that
happens,
be great.
They're
going to be negotiating with the NCAA, or one would imagine, and the NCAA is probably going to propose something like that, where you can do a max of 3 transfers in your college career or something like that. One it reminds me of the red shirt situation, right? You can do a red shirt, you can do a medical red shirt, and that's it. And so you can do a hardship transfer where your coach gets fired or your mom gets sick or something like that, and then you can do a money transfer, and that's it. You get the 2. And if you and Booble had a good idea in the chat too. If you want to do more than that, you got to sit out a year.
Yeah, sit out a year. Fine, got no problem with that. You want to prolong that? Do it. But
if you are the players, would you be pushing for unionization if you know you're going to have to give up something like that? Because if they start pushing
No.
in the NCAA is going to be like, all right, well, here's what we want on our end. I think right now the players should just shut their mouths and keep doing what they're doing, because this is the best scenario currently for the player.
Yes.
Not necessarily the fans or the coaches, but the players. The best.
And I'd be really curious, because think about how big that fucking union would be. Like
100,000 people, because it would be all athletes, right?
Insane. And all of them are college age, like people who are not necessarily intelligent. Yes. And
but see, and like the hard thing about unionizing the college players is there are certain states where if you're a public employee, which you would be, you cannot join a union.
Yeah.
So that is so complicated. If I was a player that had like 2 or 3 years down the road, I wouldn't say shit. Let me run this shit wild. Let me get every penny I can get.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck about any of the family.
Yep.
I would do the same thing. I get it.
Is this what, when they were talking about for college football with, like some of the SEC schools and the Big Ten schools, where they wanted to leave the NCAA and form their own thing? Because then you would skirt around all of that then, correct?
Correct, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's where, if it does start getting to this point where they're, starting to have to battle over these stuff, if they want to unionize, then I could see some schools doing that, what they would do for football. Because why would you want that? Why would you want that headache of dealing with 100,000 separate student athletes across, as you said, different states have different rules too. It'd be a mess.
And again, I said it's the logical next step, but like I can't envision it happening. Like it's such a huge undertaking that I can't, like some sort of legislation, some federal legislation would have to happen. And right now we're not exactly about federal legislation controlling the entire country. It's not. That's not the way we're
leaving
moving.
It up to the states. Aren't we leaving it up to the states?
That's what I'm saying. Like we're not moving that way right now. So yeah, like if it's going to happen, it's going to be a long time. That was a thing.
If you left it up to the states, oh man, Alabama and Mississippi, all those SEC schools.
That's kind of it, though.
Rules.
That is kind of happening right now, because certain states are setting laws where whatever limits are currently in place, they're like, yeah, we're not going to honor that. Like you can do whatever you want for NIL, and whatever rules that these other states have, we don't have that. So come here, play for our schools, because it's going to make our state money. It's like obviously, like big time college football stimulates the economy in the entire state, so it makes sense. It's a good business move. So
it's basically the economy in a handful of states.
Yeah, but well, imagine being the attorneys trying to negotiate all that. Like fucking impossible. Fucking impossible. Like again, you would have to have like a union president. Like Cooper Flagg would have to be voted the union president, and he's representing thousands of athletes. Like and you'd have to have different ones for different sports. Like I don't know, impossible.
So back to my original question of it all. Where do you Oregon basketball now? Bittle and Tracy, if let's say they're gone, Mookie Cook gone.
Well, they stink.
They just stink, right? Because
they just stink.
You were saying last week, if it was Bittle and Shellstad back, and probably in Kwame Evans, because Braga said the rule of three, you need that third guy. You had expectations for him. Now you have none, right? Now there's no.
Yeah.
All right.
Like Tracy leaving.
He wasn't pushing the needle one way or the other, really. But
if Bittle leaves, bad season, don't watch.
Really bad team. Yes. So, all right, glad that's decided now. Cool.
Yep.
All right, do you want to do our list? You got anything else first? I'm waiting for King to go like, before we do the list.
Did you tell him our list, by the way?
I was waiting. Yeah. Do you want to know what the list? Do you want to know what the list is, or do you want to talk about your thing first?
God, I don't even know if I should. Fuck it. So, I got roped into coaching 4th and 5th grade basketball spring league. Like,
nice.
Because if I didn't, there wouldn't be a team.
Pick and roll back cuts.
Okay.
Let's
no,
go.
No. So like literally, I decided to do it Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know. Tuesday. Game starts Saturday. League very nice. You don't have a game this week because you got onboarded late. Okay, cool. So I gotta like pick practice times and locations. Okay. I'm being selfish about those. I'm picking a time
for your
and a
on
day
your time. Yeah.
on my time. I have other kids. I have another kid. I'm volunteering, and I've got two parents. Practice. That's what I was just looking at right now on my phone. Oh, these practice times won't work. We can't play.
Okay.
You couldn't ask. Oh, could someone pick him up, drop him off? Yeah. Like nothing. Just doesn't work. Okay. I don't even know how to respond to them. Like last night you were like, "Oh, thank you so much for volunteering." Today, 2 days a week for an hour a night, 6 to 7, doesn't work. What fucking time am I supposed to pick?
6 to 7 doesn't work. Like, what are you doing from 6 to 7? Like,
what am I supposed to pick?
Yeah, no. You
they're at school till 3. Yeah. I work. I'm not doing it 9 to 10.
Yeah. What about that little? Get those fucking kids up. 5 a.m. practice. We're running lines.
Run them. Gassers.
It's these like back-to-back texts are just a thing where I'm like, I understand why parents don't volunteer for this shit.
Yes.
Like I totally get it because what?
Yeah.
I always remembered it was like someone was coaching and here was the practice times. I had to show up.
You just go with it because they're volunteering their time. Yeah. You're not volunteering shit. If you have a specific time you can practice and that was it, you coach. Because you want to know what? I honestly don't give a shit about the team. I shouldn't because it's for the 5th grade spring basketball.
Yes.
No one cares.
Again, just take your kid under the bridge and play hoops. It's going to get it.
Like, I think it's like, do I even offer them like a something like, oh, I know you can't get your money back at this point. I know that. Just bring them to games, or do I just give them a flowery? Oh, I'm sorry, that doesn't work for you. Yeah. Good luck with your kid, who I don't fucking know. Like, I don't even know how to respond to these because one of them was nice.
I was almost.
One was fucking rude.
I was just like I just want you to just say K. That's it. The letter K.
No, like. Take me off the list and delete my kid from the team. No, you delete your kid from the team. It's not my fucking kid. It's not my kid.
It's on my roster.
I've never met your kid. His name can rot on the roster forever.
Yeah. Like, do they think you work for Kid Sports or something? Is that what they think is happening?
No,
like,
they clearly don't. Because last night I put together a very professional, here, reach out to me, blah, 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 buzzwords, thanks for jumping in late, coach. Oh, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
God. That doesn't work for us. It's an hour. What the fuck? It's an hour.
Not my problem. Yeah.
That is so funny. It's across all sports. I coached high school baseball for a bit. When I was coaching that freshman team, like my first year, I had 2 kids where multiple times he can't practice during this time or play some games because he has like band practice or like a band recital or some shit like that. And I was just like, how is that my concern? It's not my concern.
Then I will not expect them to be there. Thank you for the information.
And honestly, it wasn't that big of a deal if he was there or not, that player, but the problem is you haven't even seen these kids yet. You don't know if this kid's your stud or not that you ride away. Yeah. So, yeah.
Man,
if he's one of the better players, just show up for the games. Sure, probably for the most part. You're going to play some minutes.
It's just the take me off the text thread.
Oh, yeah.
Not a please, not a comma, please. Just take. People are rude, man.
Yes, they are.
People are rude.
Yes.
I'm volunteering to coach your little shitty kid because I can guarantee you he fucking sucks. I can guarantee it. He sucks. Your kid sucks.
He's not dedicated to the game. I can tell you that much.
And that's fine. He's a 4th or 5th grader. He can suck. That's perfectly fine.
For sure.
But delete me from the text. Delete yourself.
Basketball is not life for that kid. I know that.
Yeah, ball is not life. Absolutely.
Ball is not
Can't
life.
practice. I thought I was doing them a favor by doing 1 hour practice at a very 6 to 7. Seems kind of easy.
Reasonable time.
Very much so. Yeah,
Is it not? Am I?
No, the kid has time to go home and have a snack and get ready, and the parent has time to get off of work, go pick up the kid if they need to, and then get them to practice. Like, that is reasonable.
I'm just wondering what these parents thought practice time would be.
Yeah.
Like, just.
Yeah.
We need to move on because no one gives a fuck. But I'm just irritated. Like, your kid gets out of school at fucking 3:15. What fucking time did you think this practice was going to be?
I remember.
I will say this is spring basketball.
It's just YMCA basketball.
It's like I'm surprised anyone. I wouldn't even known time. I would just have shown up to games.
Yes,
probably. It's like
1,000%.
Is practice really that big of a deal for spring? You know, all the players are playing other sports.
The only reason I'm doing practice is so parents can be like, you want to know what? I got my $200 worth because 2 nights a week for 7 weeks they practiced.
Yep,
That's it. What am I gonna do? Teach them the box in 1?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think we got Shaq down there dumping into the big
I figured you'd go.
You can't even press at that age. What am I going to teach them?
Right. They're going to Richardson. There's 40 minutes of hell their ass.
I would if I could, but you can't.
Yeah, that's the game.
Just absurd. Just
what's
our list?
All you teach the kids is run gassers and the press.
That's it.
That's all you teach at that age.
Yeah. I remember the kid played softball one year, and Wilgus asked me to be the coach of the team because they didn't have a coach. I was like, absolutely fucking not. Like, no. I can't express how much no. I am not interested in that whatsoever. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Honestly, I think if I would ever run for, I kind of want to run for the head of like 4J or kid sports or something like that. I think there should be a rule. I don't think you should be allowed, if you want to dedicate your time to like coaching, I don't think you should be allowed to be on your kid's team. Go to, if your kid's playing in that league, you got to coach a different team.
Coach against your kid.
Everyone, and you can't be coaching your kid's team. Everyone goes elsewhere.
Yeah, you should go down there and talk to Bev Smith about it, man. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say, you're gonna dethrone Bev Smith.
Yeah,
take her on. When are there elections for head of kid sports, or is that a?
Good luck with that.
I don't think so.
Good luck with that.
No, damn.
I don't know.
By the way,
good luck on doing elections at all.
By the way, full circle. Bev Smith on the board of the Lane Event Center, making the decision for what eventually happens. So.
She wants to spend her time doing that instead of running kid sports.
There you go.
Pick me to run kid sports.
Pick Ski. Ski loves the kids.
I fuck them kids, but they're gonna be fucking playing ball.
You gotta understand, Ski loves the kids. All right, let's do our list. Our list comes from Ski, and it is in honor of Val Kilmer. Because we lost Val Kilmer this week, 65 years old, I believe he was. And so a pretty substantial career in Hollywood. And so we are going to do our top 3 Val Kilmer movies. Again, you listen to our movie podcast every Sunday. We have done a few of these classic Val Kilmer movies, and so you might hear some of those. But again, Val Kilmer, top 3. Ski, you want to go first or me?
I'll go first.
Okay.
My number 3, you guys probably won't have on your list. My number 3 is Ghost in the Darkness.
I have never seen Ghost in the Darkness. What is it about?
It's him and Michael Douglas, not Kirk Douglas, Michael Douglas. They're trying to build a train line in Africa, and they bring them along because there's man-eating lions that are killing off the workers. So It's them hunting these lions.
Hunting lions? Like the dentist?
That are hunting them as well.
Yo, we got Val Kilmer playing the dentist, man. That is not cool, you know? Jeez, we learn nothing? Mine is going to be, as the final four, mine is going to be very chalky. Like mine's just going to be some hits. You've heard of all of mine. And that starts off with my number 3, which is Top Gun. So I don't not a lot of flaws with Top Gun if we're being honest.
See, Top Gun, I thought Mav was hurt, so I didn't run him to my final four, you know. So I looked for the upset.
You thought Maverick was injured, so you picked him to go out in the second round. Yeah, no.
Right. I took him to the Elite Eight, but you know they lost that Elite Eight matchup.
Yeah,
tough one.
Still a top 10 team, but just not quite. Yeah, not Final Four. What you got, King?
My number 3 Val Kilmer movie, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Kiss, bang bang.
Bang bang.
Now, I've seen that movie once. And I remember not liking it. Robert Downey Jr. is in that too, right? Or am I thinking of
Absolutely.
I remember not liking that. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so I could be wrong. It was like, I don't know, when did that come out? Like early 2000s?
2005.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I might need to rewatch it. 20 fucking years ago. So, which by the way,
Kellen Clemens was throwing the ball to Jordan Kent.
Burns.
What
legend.
a long way Oregon football has come since 2005. Jordan Kent was a deep threat.
It's crazy to think about. Matt Evenson missing field goals against Oregon State. Yeah. Sorry, too soon?
It's the name.
Too soon? All right. 3s from the chat. Booble says kiss kiss bang bang.
Bang bang.
WCP says Ghost in the Darkness. The Lions of Tsavo, he says. Is that what they were? Lions of Tsavo? TSAVO? All right. No other number 3s? I see you all viewing. Nobody else is going to drop a number 3? All right, we're moving on. We're moving on. Okay.
And we're on.
What's your 2?
Number 2. My number 2, Val. My top 2 is chalky. My number 2 is Heat. It's just such a banger.
Such a banger.
My number 2, also Heat.
I get it. I get why. So Heat's not in my top 3. Heat is a 3.5. It's such a good movie.
This guy's gonna say Spartan because he loves art.
Yeah. Big art.
We learned anything from the Discord. Yeah. This guy loves art.
Big art guy. I'm a big museum guy. You know, I'm very cultured. I think you'll find. Yeah.
Loves writer David Mamet Spartan.
I have no idea who that is. I swear.
He's in the Louvre. Trust me.
What was your favorite piece? The Monet or what? The Gauguin? And which one?
The cream.
Guggenheimer.
The cream of some young guy. Yeah. My number
just
2.
As a quick aside.
Quick aside. Like it.
You're an art guy. Do you like art, like paintings, or like architecture and stuff like that?
Like sculptures and shit?
Sculptures and shit.
Sure. Sculptures are okay. I'm a classic painter. I'm a classical painting guy. So I like looking at the classics. I'll go to a museum, look at paintings that are like 400 years old. That's what I like doing. So
weird.
Yeah, I guess. Some of them are really cool and impressive, and I like looking at them. Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you saw the Mona Lisa, you'd really be like, you want to know what? That changed my life.
I've heard the Mona Lisa is pretty uninspiring. Like it's really tiny. It's like not as cool as it's been made out to be. But yeah, I know. Like some of the paintings I've seen are just like insanely like huge and detailed, and I don't know. They're called masters for a reason, you know, like so.
That's a mess. We named a rat named Splinter a master. Like, come on.
Well, I mean, think about it.
We named people that ran plantations masters. Let's ease off the master being something always good, Braga.
Seriously, Quentin Tarantino over here. Jesus.
I do love feet. So
Do you just go to art? you just go to museums, see masters, so you can have someone drop the hard R. Quentin, that's how you're doing.
Oily.
That's why he's in Europe, where it's more common.
Oiled up toes. That's the real art here.
like before we get back to the list, like sculptures and like even like oh god, the big roundabout Barcelona, the big car roundabout thing. Whatever, doesn't matter. But like infrastructure and buildings and sculptures, I can look at that and be art. Paintings, I don't get.
Doesn't do
just
it for you, huh? I'm the opposite.
No, like if someone painted Mount Rainier, I'd be like, wow, that's pretty. But when someone's like, see, that rhombus is angst, and that hexagon is the next day. And you want to know what you can do with the next day? Anything you want.
I mean, don't you just love their use of space in this picture?
Nah, spatial.
I mean,
it's just
I thought you were saying you liked that. Okay, no, I hate that shit. Like, no, it like modern art. Most modern art sucks, and like the
okay.
Like homeboy doing paintings of like soup cans and stuff. Like, miss me with that. You know, like doesn't do it for me.
I think we're on the same. Okay, I think we're on the same page.
Doesn't do it for me.
Didn't translate well in Discord.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Were you thinking about the roundabout thing that's in like Paris?
Yes, that's what.
Triumph, right?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
like, okay, I could look at that and be like, it's
big.
infrastructure,
It's
but it's kind of artistic. Got it. But yeah, soup can, finding meaning in the banana taped to a wall. That shit. Yeah. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
You and me both. We're on the
but
same page.
But like when you were in Spain and stuff, you go to some like those old countries, like some of that shit I would get, but like the contemporary art, nah.
Yeah, not for me. It's not for me either.
Not for me.
Some of it's really cool and impressive, and it's like, oh wow, that's cool. Like that's cool.
And I'm not degrading people's talents on that stuff. It's just
I am
not for me.
By the way, our hyper intelligent discussion about art. You know, I look at the thing and I'm just like, that's fucking cool, bro. But this one is like,
that's all art is.
What is this, a fucking cube? Forget it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I agree with you. I am making fun of myself. Where are we?
Number ones.
Me? No.
Number one.
I haven't given my two yet. So my number 2 is Willow. Mad Mardigan is a
Willow. You idiot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Peck. Fucking great. It's a fucking great character, Mad Mardigan.
Great racist Val.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. That might be like the one like weird movie with like warlocks and shit that I'm fully in on forever.
On board with. Yeah.
I watched it like a year ago. I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, we watched it for the podcast. Yeah. Listen, by the way, like look through the archives. Listen to the podcast. What's your 2, King?
You said
mine was Heat. Yeah,
your was Heat
mine
as well.
Heat.
That's right. Okay. All right. 2's from the chat. We got Heat from WCP, and we got Batman Forever from Booble.
From Booble. Oh yeah.
That's rough.
I knew that was coming.
That's rough.
It's better than the Clooney one at least. Better than the Clooney.
I tried to watch that recently, and Batman Forever. It is bad. And I remember like when I saw it in the theater when it came out, and I remember enjoying it because I was big Jim Carrey. Like Uma Thurman was mwah.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones, but holy shit, that does not hold up whatsoever. That is a bad movie, like really bad. So
yeah, it's a little over the top.
It's rough. Yeah, Schumacher. Yeah. All right, what you got, Ski? What's your one?
All right, my number one, and it's a clear number one. That's Tombstone.
Oh God damn it!
It's too easy. It's too much of a number one.
Fine.
You're gonna mix it up just to mix it up.
What are you gonna go with?
Okay.
It's okay.
So it's not chalk. Just let me get in this so I believe it.
Let him cook.
The Doors.
Oh, get out of here. Podcast is over. I'm turning this off. Fucking garbage. It's a garbage movie and you know it.
I don't even. The Doors, Jim Morrison.
What about The Doors and Jim Morrison?
I'm trying to. I was kind of filibustering there. I was trying to go into their big popular song, and I don't even remember what their popular song is.
Oh,
to the other side. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah. The Doors. Jim Morrison.
Shitty band.
Someone clap.
Shitty movie.
Someone clap.
Yeah, please clap. Please clap.
Please clap.
You had a couple extra movies you could have thrown in there, King, that I would have probably been on board with.
What you got?
MacGruber. Very funny movie.
Yes.
And to see Val in that kind of movie was great when it came out. And then,
by the way, MacGruber, we got to watch that for the podcast. Like the scene where he has sex with Maya Rudolph's ghost or whatever is so fucking funny.
It's ridiculous, but it's hilarious.
God damn it.
And then you could have gone Bad Lieutenant Age.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. Port of Call.
Kilmer and Kate. Oof. Man.
Port of Call, New Orleans. Bad Lieutenant.
Bad Lieutenant. Yep.
That's a hell of a
Any
title.
movie that has to have that little extra bit of a title.
Yep.
It's usually good.
Yep.
Like rumor.
Let's see. So one's from the chat. WCP also says Tombstone, and Booble says Top Gun Maverick. He's in it, so it counts. Yeah.
Yes, it does. It does.
A moving scene in that too, by the way.
Did he die in Tombstone of tuberculosis?
I believe
TB,
that was
it. Was it TB? Oh God.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. What a flick. Oh man.
Incredible. One of the best.
Hang that one in the Louvre.
One of the best acting performances ever. I think we could say that, right? Like.
Yeah.
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 The Louvre. Honorable mention from Val Kilmer was awesome as the Sherpa in Entourage.
So
stop it.
So this weekend on Sunday, I went to multiple dorky shit. I went to multiple like secondhand video game and hobby stores to look for Wii nunchucks because the kid found our old Wii and it was like, oh, none of these controllers work. And so I was just looking around, and one of them in Springfield off Q Street had every season of Entourage for sale for like $2. What the fuck were we doing in 2007? We looked ridiculous. Why was everyone dressing like Guy Fieri shirts and enormous stovepipe jeans? Like season 1 Entourage, that cover, embarrassing. And they don't get much better. I was like, there's no way I look like this, but 100% I know I did. I was just wearing a puka shell necklace as in accoutrement.
Yeah, that was your flair.
That was my flair. Terrible. But Entourage. Not aged well either.
That's why people thought Ari Gold was cool, is because he was the only one who like wore good clothes.
Oh, and his sitting and styling on every cover, he looks like the cool. I know how he got Smoking Aces because of those covers. He looked so fucking cool. He was not cool.
That's it.
He was not cool.
No.
Jeremy Piven, not cool.
No. Jeremy Piven.
Not cool.
Piven. Honorable mention from WCP Willow the Saint, which we didn't mention.
It ain't my time. Wouldn't make it.
I don't really. I think it's fine. He mentions Top Gun as well. He says Real Genius, Red Planet, And
space is dumb.
Space.
Get out of here.
And the Isle of Dr. Moreau.
Space is fake.
And Booble says he has not watched Tombstone. My guy, fix that, like right now. Fix that. Like for real, like tonight. Go watch that like right now. As soon as we turn this off, go watch Tombstone and then listen to us talk about it.
It's one of the best ensemble cast movie ever.
Yes, it's
right up there with the Three Amigos.
Real close.
Thank you. I mean, basically the same movie when you think about it. I mean, really, El Guapo. Like, who's El Guapo? I mean, Billy the Kid. I mean, what are we talking about here? All right, we got anything else?
No.
Okay. Again, movie on Sunday is The Accountant. It is on Prime Video, so watch that. Listen to us talk about it on Sunday. That's it.
Shit!
What?
We forgot our new bit.
Oh,
You're
did.
supposed to look up your For You on Twitter.
Okay, good call.
You're too late. We're too late now.
I can still do that.
Late.
I got Twitter right here. All right, no, we can still do this. Guys. Damn it, you're right. All right, let's see here. It's a king tweet. The first thing that comes up. It's a retweet from Arrogant Nation. Jeff never beat USC while at Oregon. And then he says, I love when people are wrong about the most trivial thing on here, then just spaz out, doubling down on the timeline instead of just admitting they were wrong. Yeah.
For context, he said Jeff Schwartz never beat, and he did. And then his retort was a bunch of tweets not calling him Geoff, but spelling it Jeff with Jeff.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And it was a whole thing. And then people jumped in, were like, him and his brother lived 9 miles from campus, and neither of them got a scholarship offer from USC. And they both played 10 plus years in the league. And Mitchell was all pro multiple times. Sounds like that's a USC whiff. And he was like, oh, shut up, Jeff. Jeff. Sorry.
Let's see. Next one down because it's more random. Tariff memes are the hottest thing right now. So post your favorites. And it's a picture of, the meme of Trump like yelling at his kid while he's mowing the lawn or whatever. Well, it's like the picture of him yelling, but he's yelling at a bunch of penguins, and he's yelling, "Pay the tariffs," and it says, "We'll be taking our business elsewhere." The penguins are saying so. So that's it. All right.
I mean, you see, you just got that's Twitter. King saying dumb people saying stuff that's easily able to access and look up the correct information.
Yep.
And memes, political memes.
Yeah.
That's Twitter.
That's pretty much it, right? Yeah. Twitter, it ain't all bad.
Welcome back to Twitter. Yeah.
That's a pretty good start. I mean, I'm not going to do it, but next week we'll definitely not forget. And then we had another segment we were supposed to do too that I totally forgot. I think it was like A's versus Sharks or something like that, right? Like King. Yeah. So we got summer coming. We'll do all these things.
We needed that hard hitting Lane Fairgrounds.
Yeah, Lane Event Center, please.
Lane Event Center,
please. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Can I tell you my first two for you tweets?
Yeah.
Top one.
We should all do this.
Maria Bartolomeo.
Sure.
From 11 hours ago. Big overreaction to the stock market today. Second one from user Bum da Bum Dum. Bum da Bum Dum. He's got a check mark. I'm 24. I don't care about 401ks. I'm still paying off my $10,000 car loan that I had to buy at a 16% interest rate because Biden hiked the rates for first-time buyers. I have a $250 a month.
That's way too long.
This is way too long.
Bring back tweet limits on.
Oh my God! Seriously. Jesus. It kept going too.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
He starts talking about rent and
I'm sure.
And then the next one is a Matt Preem tweet about his youngest son. That's very good and touching.
That's about
it.
And
I'm not saying that sarcastically.
No,
wishing him a happy 14th birthday.
Yeah. No, that's Twitter. You get the one good and you got the one bad. Probably more than one bad, but you know.
Thank you, Bum Tums, for telling me you bought a $10,000 car and it's Biden's fault.
Yep.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Good for you.
All right.
Before we leave, one more thing. This, I guarantee, is the last thing. So I've seen it. How far
this guy
into the
loves
election
making us
cycle?
watch 3-hour movies and doing 2-hour podcasts.
No, this will take 20 seconds.
I'm fucking with you.
How far after the election do people have to start taking off the "fuck Joe Biden" and "let's go Brandon" bumper stickers?
Should have already happened.
Never. Okay, that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Answer. I saw a couple of them today, and I was like, it's been like 3 months.
Yeah. How is he still like relevant in your life? Like,
why is
honestly,
he your problem still?
That was sort of the weird thing about Obama too. Is like you're still talking about Obama? Like that was fucking forever ago. Like what are you doing with your life to where you're still worried about that guy? It's crazy.
Senator Palin might have a chance.
Obama was too young. That's the problem. Yeah, because now he got that third term. Trump versus Obama.
Yeah.
Banger.
Here we go. Rumble.
Lord help us.
Rumble in the jungle. Let's go.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
That
would be a massacre. All right. Bye. Can we go?
One more.
Okay.